Welcome to Featuring Ventura County. We're here in one of the secure locations in our elections division to talk about how the County Clerk and Recorder's Office helps to keep our elections secure and our votes safe. After every election, there are stories about uncounted ballots, voter fraud, and hacked voting systems. Ventura County voters are protected from all of those things. Mark Lunn is the County Clerk Recorder and Registrar of Voters. It's his job to make sure our votes are secure.
And it's a job I take very seriously. Voting is a fundamental right of all Americans, and keeping elections fair and free without interference is my job. And we've been doing that in Ventura County since 1873, where we have an elected county clerk to make sure everything goes right.
How do we make sure that our elections are safe?
We make sure that every vote that is legally cast is counted and protected.
And that must be even more important now that so many ballots are being cast by mail.
Yes, and I think voters here should be secure in the fact that their vote, when it arrives here, is counted and protected the entire time that we have it, and it's free from any outside influence.
What percentage of the votes that come in are vote by mail votes?
We have about 60% of our voters here in Ventura County. We have about 435,000 registered voters vote by mail on a permanent basis. That number goes up every day.
When the ballots come in, how are they brought into the elections division?
They're brought in under a security environment. They arrive here either by the post office or under security escort by the sheriff. They are under video surveillance. They're checked by 2 deputy county clerks, scanned electronically, and every single ballot that is cast is looked at by human eyes before it's counted.
Do individuals handle these ballots?
All ballots are handled by 2 people all the time. Nobody singly handles a hot ballot, and that's a ballot that's been voted on. 2 people always handle a ballot, regardless of what we're doing with it that day.
Once the ballots are received, how do you protect them?
First of all, they're in a highly secure environment. Secondly, all of our employees that touch ballots, they undergo extensive background checks. Thirdly, the servers that deal with the elections themselves, they tally the votes, they're right here. They're under our control. They do not face the environment. There's no outside influence at all here in Ventura County when it comes to the casting of votes.
So no one on the outside can get to our votes through our servers?
Nobody on the outside can get through our servers from the outside. We work very closely with not only our IT department, but with the Department of Homeland Security. We are as secure as can be, and will continue to do that through the years.
Is the system completely automated?
Not completely. You know, sometimes voters make mistakes, and we have systems here to help them correct those mistakes, like provisional ballots and conditional voting.
Can you tell me a little bit about a provisional ballot or a conditional ballot?
On a provisional ballot, if someone shows up at a polling place and they don't appear on the roster and they want to vote, we'll give them a provisional ballot. Conditional voter, if they're not registered, you can come all the way up, including Election Day, and we will issue you a conditional voter ballot where we'll register you to vote and we will count your ballot if it is legally capable of being counted.
Now, are provisional and conditional ballots counted the same way?
They are counted the same way, all by humans. Machines help us to process elections, people conduct elections. And so every ballot is looked at by a human being to make sure that it is a legally cast ballot by a properly registered voter.
There are a lot of individuals out there giving people advice on voting. How reliable is that advice?
Not very reliable at all. And we go to great lengths to try to correct that information. We're the best source for election information, so we want people to come to us to get the answers to their questions. Then go to our website, we do personal presentations, we have smartphone apps, but most importantly, they can call us and talk to a live person and get any answer to their question, and I encourage them to do that.
Are there bilingual operators available also?
There are bilingual operators available, so any voter in Ventura County, regardless of the language that you speak or that you're comfortable with, call us and we will answer your questions.
So just to be clear, on Election Day, you cannot text or tweet your vote.
Absolutely not. You actually have to cast a ballot. You can come in here to cast a ballot. You can go to a polling location and cast a ballot. You can send in a vote by mail ballot. You can't text or tweet it. If you have any questions, the best source of information is us. Give us a call. We'll answer all of the questions that you might have, or you can visit our website, which is a great source of information.
Voting is your duty. It's our job to protect that vote. And here in Ventura County, we do. See you next time on Featuring Ventura County.